team to go against Simply Divine, Rex King, and Steve Dahl. Big night coming up Monday night.
Can't wait to be right there and see it all, too.
Well, there it was, and you saw Prentice there from outside interfering in the action. Here comes the King right here. Koko Ware is with him, and we want to get a word from them about perhaps about the match which has occurred, but certainly about the one which is coming up this very week. King?
Yeah, I want to say just a couple of words here to Mr. Bert Prentice. You know, I'm sure that they had themselves a little victory celebration after that last match Monday night. I'm sure that they sat back in their dressing room with big smiles on their faces because, you see, they retained their World Tag Team titles, and Bert Prentice, with that big fat face of his smiling, when I think about it, it makes me sick. So, Bert, we wanted to find a way to nullify you. We wanted to find a way to make sure that without your interference, Koko Ware and I would come out with those belts around our waist after we'd beat the brains out of Rex King and Steve Dahl, because we proved last week that they are no problem for us. But you had to come up there with the Coke and throw it in Koko's eyes and do your damage. Well, this week, we went to Eddie Marlin. We said, how about putting a straitjacket on that fat slob? He said, that's a great idea. So when he informed Bert Prentice that he was going to have to be put in a straitjacket, the next thing, Eddie gets a call from Bert Prentice's attorney and says that if we put him in a straitjacket, supposedly because he's not mentally deranged, well, that's a matter of a question, that there's going to be all sorts of legal problems. So, Bert, you got your way on that. Not going to be put in a straitjacket. And the more I thought about it, Koko, there's probably not one big enough to fit that fat pig anyway. But we got another surprise for you, Bert Prentice. We're going to immobilize you down there this week. And Eddie Marlin has said there's nothing you or your attorneys can do about this. And we're going to let the fans help us. We're going to let the people at ringside help us. I'm going to tell you just exactly how it's going to work. First of all, very fitting for you, we're going to bring out one of these big, nice garbage bags. You see this? We're going to take one of those big, hefty bags, hefty boy, and we're going to cut a hole right in the top of it, and we're going to let one of the wrestling fans slide this right down over your big, fat body. And once that's done, we're going to let another wrestling fan take one of these rolls of duct tape, and they're going to go around and around, and that'll be like a trip around the world when you go around that fat slob. But they're going to go around you, Bert Prentice, until your arms are taped to your side like a big fat cocoon. Do you understand that? And we're not finished yet. We're going to have some rope for another wrestling fan. Not like this. We're going to have a lot more rope than this, right, Koko? We're going to have some rope, and we're going to let the last wrestling fan tie you up like a nice little surprise package. And when it's all done, all you're going to be able to do is stand there and watch Koko Ware and the King beat Rex King and Steve Dahl and take those World Tag Team titles and put them right around our waist, whether you like it or not. Tell them about it, Koko.
And you know one thing, Dave? Prentice, I'm going to have me a rope. And I hadn't forgot about that belt around my neck. Because I tell you, when I get that rope around that fat neck of yours, I'm not going to stop. It's going to have to call the emergency, baby, to come get me off of you. Because I'm not going to stop. Because I told you, time is over with. Those days is gone. And Prentice, I know those two goofs don't have the sense enough to choke me to death. You told those boys to kill me. Well, damn it, I'm going to kill you if I get my neck around this rope around your neck.
All right, Koko's still upset about it. I understand there. King? That should be interesting to have Prentice immobilized like that.
It'll be very interesting. I can just tell you this, Bert. Like I said, all you're going to be able to do is stand there, feel what it feels like to be a cocoon, and watch your boys lose the belts. They're going to be around our waist after Monday night.
All right, the word from the king, and Koko Ware. It should be mighty interesting, and I tell you what, that's a good place for Bert Prentice to have him so he can't get around that ringside. Rex King, Steve Dahl, scheduled